Hey, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. So let's talk about Autopilot, the new song. I wanted to make this for you. So I wanted to make a song more for people that listen to me. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's not a huge release. I feel like you'll know when I'm releasing a big song. It will be promoted, it will be pushed more. But like, these songs are for you, so I want you to enjoy it. So let's talk about it. It's just something that's been on my mind. Like, I felt like I've been on autopilot for a while. Even though different things are happening, it still feels like emotionally I'm just like, oh, same thing again, this again, that again. Do you see what I mean? Kind of a constant cycle. So that's kind of how I got to writing. In terms of singing and recording it, like a lot of my beats, I got it from BeatStars. I love BeatStars. So prod by Mosky, I think his name is. So he produced the beat, and I just like it. Like, it caught my eye, or it caught my ear, because it's kind of upbeat, but it's gentle. Like, it feels a bit deep but nice, melodic. So that's what made me really, really like it. My recording was fun. I recorded at home, I recorded in my bedroom. Bear in mind I had a cold, so like, I always do like even better if so, like what I would do better. So I think it would be that, not having a cold, but also like configuring my mic so it would just be a bit clearer. But overall, I feel like the sound wasn't too bad. Like, after mixing, after making it clearer, I'm pretty happy with it. So that's like the singing and recording, pretty basic. And I was just writing bit by bit until I was like, you know what, I feel like I've encapsulated the aspects of being on autopilot. That's like, it's the same thing over again, same shoes, same clothes, the kind of dread of it, but also the light-hearted, like hopeful nature. Like, I'm gonna get off autopilot. Like, I'm not always gonna be in this state of mind. I'm not always gonna be here. So it's like a few lyrics that I like the highs aren't so high anymore, the lows aren't so low, but the highs aren't so high anymore. I feel like sometimes in life you get to that point where, because either you're so stuck in worry, or you're kind of numbing yourself, whether that be through just doing the same things over and over again, whether that be, in different ways, you're kind of numb to what's happening to you. And especially when you're on autopilot, yes, the pro and the perk is that, like, the lows aren't too low, because you kind of just brush them off, like, oh, same thing again. But the highs aren't that high, which is quite sad. Like, you might have special moments, special occasions, but because you're on autopilot, you're not really processing them well. So that's something I wanted to talk about. But also, like, in the pre-hook bit, I'm like, won't have nothing to show on autopilot. Like, ultimately, we can say, oh, I'm just gonna do this on autopilot, just gonna get these things done, make a plan, incorporate into my routine, bish bash bosh, it's done. But ultimately, what do you have to show for it? You might have a lot of goals accomplished, a lot of things you make, but emotionally and in terms of memory, what do you actually have to show if you haven't been aware in like every moment? You've just been on autopilot. So that's something to think about. And I hope, like, this song, now you kind of know the thought process behind it, and that is more than just a light-hearted song, which it should be. I want you to enjoy it. I hope you realize that, like, am I on autopilot? Have I been on autopilot in the past? Like, how does that make me feel? And I hope it just makes you ask yourself some questions. So enjoy.